The most common mental blocks in Jiu-Jitsu. Don't fall in this trap. So guys, today I'm answering the question here from this user. That's a very interesting question. So he said that he just started Jiu-Jitsu in New Orleans, and he's a psychologist, and he's 43 years old, and he wants to know what are the most common mental blocks in Jiu-Jitsu. And then he wrote here that he's a psychologist, so he loves understanding like the psychology behind the sports and this and that. And mental blocks is something that would probably like help him if he understands what are the most common. So guys, this is a great question, and I'm happy to answer this. So I put together here some list of things that I think are the most common mental blocks, and it came down to 4 things. And I'm gonna explain each one, but I would say like the very number one, as most everything in life, is the ego, and I'm gonna explain. Second one, I would say self-confidence. Third one is what I call like the small gym mindset. I'm gonna explain here in the video. And the fourth one, it's the trying to learn everything. So let me explain one by one here. So guys, in my opinion, the very first one is the ego, as everything in life. Like, I think in Jiu-Jitsu and as everything in life, if you ever reach that point that you think you know everything, or that you think you're better than everybody else, you're gonna start going like, shh. So I think we should always be open-minded, and I would always say like humble and confident in the same time. So you should be humble to know that you don't know everything. You should be humble to know that, yeah, there are people that can be better than you when you're rolling. But you should also be confident that your game can work against anyone, that you are in a good track, that you are motivated, that you are trying to learn. So you should be confident that you can learn anything you want. So it's almost like a mix there, that being humble and being confident without being arrogant kind of thing. So that's like my first very thing here is the ego. Then the second one, I would say like self-confidence. So if you are that type of guy who do not believe in yourself, I think that's a big trap. So don't fall in this trap. Like, we are all humans. We all can achieve big things. We all can do big things. So it shouldn't be impossible for you to learn Jiu-Jitsu. It shouldn't be impossible for you to be great at Jiu-Jitsu. We should also be realistic, like how often you're training Jiu-Jitsu. Like, maybe if you're a psychologist, for example, how much time do you have to put into that? So you should be thinking like, okay, I want to be the best I can, training twice a week, training 3 times per week. And then don't compare yourself with the guy who's training twice a day. So anyways, second one here, I would say like self-confidence. Guys, the third one, and this is an interesting one, and I can do some experience sharing here because I came from a small school. I call it the small gym mindset, or the small school mindset. I remember when I started Jiu-Jitsu, the best school back then for competition was Gracie Barra. And then right when I started competing, when I was 14 years old, if you would go compete a tournament and there was a Gracie Barra guy in the brackets, everyone on my gym would be like, oh my God, he's from Gracie Barra, this is going to be tough. Oh, he might have much better training partners than we do, and this and that. So guys, don't fall in this trap. It doesn't matter where you train. You can train Jiu-Jitsu better than anybody else in the world, especially nowadays with so much content online, with BJJ Fanatics, with videos on Flow Grappling that you can watch competition footage and things like that. So don't fall in this trap. Like, it doesn't matter where that person trains and where you train, you can beat that person, even if he trains in the best team in the world. Or if you're not a competitor, even though you train this small gym over here, if you go train for that guy, you can do better than that guy. So do not fall in this trap to think that because you train on a small gym, everybody is better than you who trains on big gyms. Is it true that if you train on some small gym and the guy trains with the best instructor in the world, he has a higher chance to do better than you? Yeah, it's true. If your instructor is a purple belt who doesn't even study Jiu-Jitsu that much, and that guy trains with the best instructor in the world, yes, the chances are that he might do better than you. But if you're feeling confident that you train very hard, that you're getting the right techniques, you're getting the right information, you do your best, why you cannot be better than that guy? So I know a lot of people that they came from small gyms and they had very successful careers. I know a lot of people that they moved to small gyms. So for example, when Marcelo Garcia moved to US, he was training on a small place. He didn't have too many training partners. He was only training with blue belts and he won everything. When Roger Gracie moved to London, he didn't have too many training partners. Same with Lucas Lepre. So you can create your own training wherever you are. The chances and odds will be better if you're in the best place. But even though if you're in a small gym, you can still do very well. So don't fall in the trap of the small school mindset, the small gym mindset. And then the last mental block that I would say here, I don't know if you would call this one like a mental block or just like a decision mistake, a choice mistake. But one mistake that I see a lot of people doing is that they try to be great in Jiu-Jitsu on everything. They wanted to have the best spider guard, the best half guard, the best butterfly, the best de la riva, the best knee shields, the best, and you're just not gonna have time for that. Like it's like there's in Jiu-Jitsu there's so many subjects, so many moves, so many details. You gotta kind of try to funnel to your personal style. What does work better for you? Those are the moves that you should be really emphasizing. You know, like if you try to be great at everything, you might end up becoming average on everything, which is not the goal. You know, like one of my favorite quotes in life, it's the traditional one from Bruce Lee. I don't fear the man who knows 1,000 moves or 10,000 moves or whatever. I fear the man who has practiced one move 1,000 times or 10,000 times, wherever that is. To me, that quote explains everything, because if you are master in one move, I think you can make a lot more damage if you're average on 10 moves. My career is a great example of that. When I was on bottom, I was playing half guard. When I was on top, I was playing over under pass. That's it. You know, like that's why I think it's great for the older grapplers as well, because it's such a simple game. And as much as you age, probably more you're gonna play half guard. And when you're on top, you're passing from the knees. So I think my career was a good example of that. I was able to win 5 world championships as a black belt, double gold in 2015, pretty much just doing this. Bottom half guard, top over under pass. And then of course I had submissions from many positions and that, but that was the bread and butter kind of thing, you know, like. So just going back here and trying to summarize everything we talked. So in my opinion, the 4 mental blocks that we should be careful is ego, self-confidence, small gym mindset, and trying to learn everything. So don't fall in those traps, guys. Please be aware of that, and don't fall in any of those traps, and I think you guys will do very well. So guys, my best-selling instructional video is called The Foundations of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is all focused on fundamentals. It's many hours of content, and it's at bjjfanatics.com. So make sure to check that out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.